about 2.5 hours in on our first morning here. We are somewhere between, let's see, Johnston Lake and Gladys Lake. And it's been a steady, gradual climb. I think we've gone about 1,000 feet. It's kind of tough, but I'm hanging in there. I'm not complaining, and I'm just keeping up the pace. So I think we're gonna stop here soon for lunch. It's about 1 p.m. We kind of killed it in the morning. We're already at Gladys Lake, which is like probably 6-7 miles. In fact, we just have to go up over the ridge over there, drop down into Rosalie, which is our camp. So we're gonna make camp early tonight, probably by 3, which will be nice. We'll set up, get some more water, and rest up and relax for the evening. Some of the things I've found today is I hate my poles. They keep separating at the joint, so it's a good thing I had the duct tape, because that's what I did over lunch here, is I duct taped those poles so they're not going to separate on me anymore. Final stop. So this is Rosalie Lake, where we're staying around. I'm going to show you a little bit of it. It's a stunningly beautiful lake, really crystal clear. Definitely the most pretty lake that we've seen yet. We made camp about an hour ago. It's only 3:15, which was kind of nice because I think we're a little beat from our first day. We kind of, like I said, we just kind of bust out of the chute with all our energy and really knocked out this first day quickly, which has been nice. I'm a little beat, a little bit of a headache. Drink about 1.5 liters of water today. I'm looking down at my water bottle, so I'm in pretty good shape. But I'm definitely gonna go back, take off my shoes, put my camp shoes on, and lay around a little bit and relax. Up and at it this morning. We've had breakfast. Sorry, I heard something. Had breakfast, kind of got everything packed away except for my tent. Had to pee a lot in the middle of the night, but it's kind of cold here this morning. But I was pretty warm and cozy in that sleep sack inside the sleeping bag. I really liked it. It was like a sheet to pull up around me, so I didn't really have to put any extra layers inside. And it's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably like in the 30s right now, 40s. It's pretty brisk. I just came up here to brush my teeth and dump out the water and take a view of the mountains in the background. So I'm gonna just kind of let you see over my shoulder what it looks like. It's a really beautiful morning. We have, I think, a relatively easy hike. We're not gonna try to kill it like we did yesterday. I think we were just super excited. So we should probably be over to the Thousand Lakes, Garnet Lake region again, like mid-afternoon, like we did, which was really nice. So we could set up camp, walk around, and explore a little bit. stopped at Garnet Lake for lunch. I have some pictures I'll show you. We actually were up above the lake on the hillside, and we're kind of coming down to it. I'll show you there. So we're working our way down to the switchbacks. I've kind of got a good load. I've got everything in my pack except for the tent and the water filtration system, but carrying well. Figured out my poles. They weren't locked. We are probably about 2 hours away from where we'll make camp, somewhere between Emerald Lake and Thousands Lake. So I will check in later. Bye. Okay, day 2. We set up camp. We are near, what is this lake? Emerald Lake?
I think it's Emerald.
Emerald Lake. Setting up camp for the night. We'll show you the setup that we have here with Chris's yellow tent in the background, mine in the foreground, and you can see Matt and TJ's. We're kind of in a little bowl, I guess. We're drinking bourbon. Today we had like probably half the elevation, right, that we did yesterday.
Yeah, but it's been pretty tough.
Freaking hard. So I was never so happy to stop. I think we stopped at like 3:30,
yeah,
4 o'clock.
But they said we did 12 miles today. So.
Yeah, so we did a lot of switchbacks, a lot of up and down over some rock fields, which made it hard and slow. But the weather's been beautiful. So we're gonna camp here for tonight, and then we'll hop over to Thousand Lakes tomorrow and keep going and decide if we're gonna. We haven't decided if we're gonna try to make the pass or camp right before it and then do the pass on the 4th morning. So more to come on that. I will have to say this afternoon I almost hit my wall and almost said I gotta stop. I can't do this anymore. And then we powered on and got to a lake, so it can be done. Good morning. Day 3. It's really cold. I slept in double socks. My shell, my jacket, my hoodie, my gloves. There's frost outside, so we definitely got around below freezing. So I put about just almost every piece of clothing I had on. I think tonight's gonna be even colder, so we'll see. More to come. Gotta go to the bathroom. I hate to leave my warm sleeping bag. We're kind of wrapping up our camp. I just showing you the cute little lake we camped nearby. We're kind of up over some rocks and tucked in behind there. It was nice. There was no wind last night. Full moon, so it was like a spotlight on us. It was really cold. Frost all over our tent. My water bottle was frozen, so we definitely dropped below freezing for sure. And I know it because I was cold in my sleeping bag. I had 2 layers of socks on, my thermal undershirt, my vest, my jacket, my gloves, my hat. So it was cold. I haven't had any bears bother our vaults, so everywhere we put them, they seem to stay there untouched through the night. Yeah, and then another day of hiking ahead of us. It's about 12:30. We stopped for lunch. A beautiful waterfall, as you can see some of it here in the background, which has been amazing because we've all put our feet in the water to kind of clean them off and relax. Got a few toenails digging into the side of my toes, so I'm gonna use my Luco tape to kind of cover them up so they quit rubbing. Had some salami for lunch, and then we had some M&Ms. We just passed Rush Creek, and we're only about 3 miles from the pass, so we're trying to kind of make a plan for you know, what we're going to do for tonight. It's about 6 miles to a decent camping area, so we've got to make some decisions and get on it. We figured today we actually average, even on some of the tougher stuff, and we'll stop about 2 to 3 miles an hour. So our pace is actually quite good, which helps, but it's also third day. So in some places I feel better about carrying my pack and my legs feel stronger, but the back is just overall tired from carrying the pack. That's not to be surprising. I hope tonight is not as cold as it was last night, because if it is, we need better sleeping bags. That's my pro tip for the day. Okay, it's after lunch, about 2 p.m. We're taking a break. I'm going to show you we're going up there to the pass. We're about 1.2 miles away. It's probably an hour because it's going to be a lot of switchbacks. And it's actually quite warm in the sun when there's not a good breeze. It's tough. Having a tough day. Lots of stairs. Just lots of elevation. So, and after 3 days, my backpack is not feeling any lighter. So, it is what it is. So I gotta mentally prepare for this, but I'll be so happy when we get to the top. This is it. Making our way up to Donahue Pass. Slowly but surely. Probably got 100 feet to go.
A never-ending set of stairs.
Oh my God, they never end. And when I turn here, I'll show you what we've come up all day. We've come from that valley. I made it. It's Donahue Pass. I'll give you a view of it. They're actually standing over there by the marker. So we technically are crossing into Yosemite. It's about 3 o'clock, I think, in the afternoon. So we made good time. So we'll probably drop down another mile or two and make camp. It was tough. I was starting to lose it coming up that hill. We did a lot of vertical climb today to get up here. To give you a view, this is just a huge talus field all the way up to those peaks. It's a really pretty view, but it's an unforgiving landscape for sure.
Okay.
It's about 6:30 on the third day. We made camp here at a camp site near the Lyle River. A little short of where we wanted to project, but it was a hard day. We did 13 miles, and most of it was going up over Donahue Pass and then down the other side, which was slightly better, but really rocky, lots of water crossings, just kind of hard steps down. But we made it. I'm super wiped out, so I've kind of layered up for the night, expecting it to be chilly again because we're kind of next to the river and the water, so we'll see. It was rough. I was starting to really poop out today because this was a long one and it was probably the hardest part of our hike, but I made it, and so now I'm going to crawl into my sleeping bag and turn in for an early night and get some sleep and then wake up, and tomorrow we're gonna walk about 10 miles and out to our car in Tuolumne Meadows. So I'll give you the morning update when I wake up. Good night. Good morning, it's day 4. I made it. Last night was not so cold here in the canyon. It was actually pretty comfortable, but I will admit I had my 2 pairs of socks on and I slept in my vest and my jacket and my wool cap, but I wanted to be prepared. But I actually slept like a log after yesterday, which was quite the trek. And as you can see, I'm sitting by one of the forks of the Lyle River and having a little hot chocolate this morning to warm me up as we're breaking down camp. So I'm excited. We made it to day 4. This has been a long haul. We have, like I said, about somewhere between 10 and 11 miles to go, but they should be pretty flat and on the decline miles, so we should be able to do those pretty quickly. When we've been moving along, we move probably between 2 and 3 miles an hour, so we kind of estimate that we will get there probably in the afternoon to our car in the Tuolumne Meadows parking lot. So it's been a great experience. It's testing my skills. I'm kind of looking forward to getting back to somewhere where I can take a shower and wash my greasy hair and I really stink. That's the one thing that like you can't avoid, even with changing out clothes and washing hands and wiping yourself down a little bit. And dusty, feet are really dusty. But I'm energized. I'm gonna go eat my breakfast here, some oatmeal and some fresh fruit, and finish breaking down my tent. It's a pretty sweet little camping area. You can see Matt's silver jacket up there in his tent and maybe a little bit of mine. But we're tucked into this really nice little area. The wind, though, last night it howled and shook, and so it's good to have everything staked down. But I was so tired after laying there for a few hours, I was out. So anyhow, this is day 4 and first video of the morning, and more to come later. Day 4, off to a good start, out a little early, about 8:30ish. This is our trail as we're making our way through Yosemite and towards Tuolumne Meadows. Really pretty and stunning. And haven't seen a bear yet, or much wildlife other than deer. It's about noon. We've stopped for lunch. It's this really beautiful little stream that's running. Been able to put our feet in and soak them and clean them off a little bit. We are just a little over 5 miles away from Tuolumne, so we're on the downward slope here. We've got over 30 miles behind us, which is quite impressive. And kind of looking forward to getting to the end, but taking in the scenery. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful part of the trip. We did it! Say hi, Chris. We're actually walking off the trail now, back to our car.
Always put a waypoint where the car is.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a indecision there, trying to find where exactly the parking lot is off the trail. But we got there, and we're following TJ and Matt. And as soon as we get to the car, we are officially done with our 4-day hike. Whoop, whoop.